Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I have to think of me to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if you get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. First by him near the 35. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
2nd and 11. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
A 29-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35.
A gain of 40.
A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Murray going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Washington on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Murray snags it for the pick. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A nice 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
At the 14-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Taking it in. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 78 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say, let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now Murray. Looking deep downfield. This is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
55, Washington 48.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. So what you gon' do?
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Jackson. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's third down.
It's third down. And 10 yards.
Back to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Julian Blackman bringing him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce. 82 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point from the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough.
He was brought down.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. His throw incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Good. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tackle made by Chase Young. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. That one caught by Gibson. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Taylor.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Gibson. And
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First and 10, Taylor now. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Well, the defender likes it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 15.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Carrier. Montez Sweat brought him down.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Washington 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 21.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Gain of
23 yards the pickup there.
Washington.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And a Washington first down.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, that's the way to run
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 20. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Taylor. Now the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Back to Taylor on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Washington.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Austin Cyber.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
second and 11 now.
At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the... And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
45-yard line.
Jackson now. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Myers on the tackle.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
First down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
He's brought down at
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Taylor. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The give to Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 7. And a Washington 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Down at the 26.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. They run with Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And 10 at the Eagles.
Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's third down. They'll drop to throw. Broken tackle. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Henry Ruggs taking it in. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for two.
The Eagles.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by two more.
Eagles 57. Washington 36. Austin Seibert.
And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
84.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Washington.
That is caught inside the 5.
The pass.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. Stepping up, he's going to keep him. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And they should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Reception here by Ruggs. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 23-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. And even 80 yards. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know rep, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag in racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm sick. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Rowdy,
Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they pick.